Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Deep Rock Galactic. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zarel. Let's get to it. Alright, so today we're doing the deep dive, codename Natural Leverage. But before we get to that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. Alright, so let's get into it. Stage 1 has the modifier Mactera Plague, and you have 2 Dreadnoughts and 1 Black Box. Now, as you know, the deep dive is the raid-like environment, which has 3 stages. You can play by yourself or with up to 3 other players. And it can be pre-made or it can be random. So there is matchmaking. Go into it. By yourself or with Bosco if you're by yourself, and then with up to 3 of your friends or 3 new friends, whatever you want to do. You can do it by yourself, but it will likely take a little bit longer. So the black box is just a zone control. You repair it, and then you just have to stay within that zone and fend off the hordes of bugs that are going to come after you. Now, because it's Mactera Plague, you're going to see more flying bugs than usual on this level. Now, in addition, you're going to have to take out 2 Dreadnoughts. Seeing as it is the first stage of the deep dive, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge because you're going to have to scavenge for Nitra high and low early on in the stage. So that you don't have to worry about running out of ammo, because fighting the Dreadnought, just know that they are bullet sponges, and depending on which one that you get is going to be difficult. If you get the Glyphid Dreadnought, you got to take out that shell on the back and then do some damage, and then it'll go invulnerable for a couple seconds, and then the shell regenerates and you'll have to take out that shell again before you can do more damage, and just go back and forth until you take them out. The problem is that it requires a lot of ammo, grenades, ammo, devices, etc. to take that guy out, or any Dreadnought. Now, unlike normal assignments, the deep dive has 2 main objectives which are mandatory, unlike normal assignments which have 1 mandatory and 1 optional objective. So you have to recover the black box and you have to take out 2 Dreadnoughts. So depending on what Dreadnoughts you get could determine how much nitro you're going to use and how many resupply pods you'll need. But once you get those guys taken out, you're ready for the next stage. More than likely you're going to get the black box early on, and then you're going to get the 2 Dreadnoughts, or possibly in between the 2 Dreadnoughts. Either way, the Dreadnought is likely to be the last one. So then you make the mad dash back to the drop pod to get out and into the next stage. Now don't forget, as you're going through the levels, to pick up any veins of nitra and gold. The gold will add to your credits at the end of the 3 stages, and that's always good because you can always use more gold, and nitra lets you call in more resupply pods. And this is a good time to point out that every stage is connected, so when you go from one stage to the next, everything carries over. How many grenades you have, how much ammo you have, how much in traversal materials you have, etc., including your health and how much nitra and gold you've already collected and what you have on your person. So if you have not had a chance to drop all of your materials into the mule or the side of the drop pod, you don't have to worry about it. You can get in the drop pod and then just do it in the next stage. But it also means that don't ignore that nitra as you're running out make sure that you pick it up because you will be able to use it in the next stage for resupplies, and you're going to need another resupply pod as you're going through the different missions. Okay, so that's it for the first stage, and we're ready for the second one. Stage 2 has you collecting 4 alien eggs and 150 Morkite. The first main objective is always going to be more challenging than the second one. The second one is still going to put you in a little bit of a bind, either for ammo or searching or what have you, but it's always a little bit lesser. If the Morkite was first one, you'd be getting 250, 300, 400 Morkite versus 2 alien eggs. Alien eggs are the first objective, so it's 4 alien eggs instead. So every alien egg that you find, every alien egg that you dislodge from the wall has a chance of spawning a swarm. So do be sure that you're ready for a swarm as you're getting those alien eggs. Make sure that you're also looking out for any materials that are there as well, any minerals, gold, nitra, always a good thing. If you start getting low on health, be on the lookout for red sugar, and then of course mark out things for your team, like Morkite, like gold, like nitra, and communicate with your team, whether it is via microphone or the laser pointer, etc. So you know where to go, or let your team know where you're going, where things are at, etc. So the more that you can let people know what's going on with you, hopefully they'll get the idea and reciprocate and help out as well, and just let everyone else know what they're doing, so you don't have a separation where you have a whole bunch of maybe 1 or 2 players that are off on their own, and the other guys are like, where'd they go, how'd they get there, etc. But once you get the alien eggs and the Morkite, it should be relatively easy to get that Morkite, because you're talking about only 150, so you're talking about 3, 4, maybe 5 veins of Morkite, depending on how big they are, and then run back to the drop pod. If you have a driller, they can make a straight line or a straight line path to it and get there a little bit easier. And that's it for stage 2. We're on to the final stage of the deep dive. Now, stage 3 of the deep dive has regenerative bugs as a modifier, and you're going to do a drill dozer mission and 2 alien eggs. Now, there's 2 ways that you can approach this. You can either get the eggs as you're moving along to the Heartstone, or you can go dig ahead, get the eggs, get that taken care of, and then do the drill dozer part of the mission, and then you don't have to worry about the eggs per se. So my team decided to go dig ahead, grab the eggs, and then come back for the drill dozer. Once again, as you're doing eggs, you do have a chance of spawning a swarm, about 50-50 chance, so just assume there's going to be at least 1 swarm from the eggs that you're dislodging. And even if you don't spawn a swarm, there will be a small group of enemies that are going to come after you. So make sure that you take care of them or are ready for them, if nothing else. Once you get to the Amaran Heartstone, you're at the final stage of the final stage, and all you have to do is protect the drill dozer and repair it as it gets damaged. You have 3 sections of the drill dozer with health for each one. If you lose health on all 3 sections, it's game over. And if you fail at any point during the deep dive, you'll have to start over from the first stage and do everything over again. So it is important not to trip up on the last stage. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
We got an incoming swarm. Please remember that the drill dozer is top priority. The drill dozer is at the halfway point. Keep it running.
Reloading!
Swarm! Repeat, swarm!
Bulldozer fixed! I'm taking some of the ammo. Grabbing ammo. Needs the side. Coming up. Protect the exit. We got a fixed body. Cryo grenade. Loaded. Let there be light. Sticky grenade. 300 grenades. Reloading! Retta, healing! Signing off! Reloading! Die like your mother!
Extraction at 75%. Almost there.
Damaging the Retta! Damage, tear! Help me protect the dozer!
Swarm on the intercept course. Get ready to protect the drill dozer.
Reloading!
Swarm, they're here.
Kill or be killed!
Detonator! Repeat! Detonator!
Go to hell!
The drill dozer has sustained permanent damage. Step up your game, team.
I'm taking some of the ammo. Just dozer, prepare. One sentry gun ready to be built. I'm ready. Rock and stone in the heart.
Stone!
The drill dozer served its purpose. The heartstone is ours. Deposit it and wrap up the mission.
Grabbing ammo.
That's it, lads!
Objective completed. Heartstone secured.
Rock and stone to the bone.
Keep it together. Drop pod is en route.
That hit the spot.
Getting supply! Yeah!
Drop pod arrived. Mule is returning to LZ. Drop pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
Stick around! Rock and roll! Oh yeah! Chill factor. Sticky, ticky grenade deployed. A few more of these and I'll bleed out. Sentry gun needs assembling. Sentry gun! Go get him, boy! Flares up! I made a platform. Weapons ready.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
Stop me! Cold shoulder for ya!
Platform! Shooting, moron!
Here! Have some extinction! Thruster down! Point on him!
The mule is secured. Initiating launch sequence. Deep Rock Galactic thanks you for your good work. Drop pod will leave with or without you.
Hell! Flares! Recharging! Rock and stone, you beautiful dwarf! Lock and loaded! Time to toss dice!
Retrieving escape pod.
Here, rockin'! Roll!
Solid!
For those about to rock and stone, leave no dwarf behind.
Rock and stone! It never gets old.